Welcome back, everyone, for another exciting week. Before we get started, the usual bookkeeping. Everyone, please reset your hero points back to one. And we're gonna get some sweet, sweet experience from last time. There was some discussion about how we would handle XP now that the party is split. After doing some math offline, I have come to the conclusion that everyone is gonna have to get XP, even if the party is split. But there will be some other adjustments along the way, and we'll find out as we go. For defeating the grave shells, everyone can help themselves to this much XP.
Ooh.
And that's all we have from last time. Now,
Boys.
mm-hmm.
Almost there.
So close.
Now, would anyone or who would like to volunteer for the recap?
I guess I could.
Okay, go for it, Jeremy.
All right. So last time, the party decided to send Sophie and Kagos to inform the town of what occurred at the keep and to ask for reinforcements if possible and to get supplies. And Hal and Levis decided to stay behind to help Alec clear out the castle. So on the way to the town, nothing really much happened except Sophie noticed that there seems to be not as many animals as expected, but that could be due to anything. In the town, they informed Greta, who is a part of the town council, that there are cultists showing up at the keep, which is not a great thing for the security of the town. And they brought Calamont into jail first. That was the first thing, and they were declared heroes for that, since Calamont burned down the town council. And so Greta said that the town guard has been stretched thin due to fears over the town council hall burning down. So the town can't really spare anyone to help them in their in clearing out the keep. And after that, Kagos and Sophie went to one of the weaponsmiths and purchased. Sophie purchased some bundles of arrows. And at the keep, Alec and Hal and Levis head north to the northern part of the keep. I think it was Hal accidentally steps. I think it was Levis actually who steps in a puddle of water, and awakens a. You just said it, but I forgot the name. It was a turtle-like monster, and
Grave shell.
Grave shell. And then another one shows up, and Alec defeats one easily, and then defeats the other one easily, and that's where we are.
I don't know why I award you guys XP. It's a very questionable decision.
Is he not getting XP too? Like,
Some of us are in the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Experience by osmosis.
Uh-huh.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's like a
Feel free to help
Alright.
yourself to another hero point.
Sweet.
And let's resume in the room. There was also one other detail that I should mention. During the commotion between half the party and the grave shells, a moving bundle towards one of the rooms in the southern end of the room you're in. Basically, it was rustling when the party entered the room, but no one wanted to take a look at it. And after all the commotion was done, everyone turned back and realized that a piece of cloth had kind of shifted and revealed four warg puppies, just sitting there and staring very curiously at Levis, Hal, and Alec.
Mhm.
and this is where we left off. So, what are Levis and Hal doing?
I believe you also mentioned that they looked thin, right? Last
Mhm.
time.
They are very hungry by the looks of it.
Should we feed them this creature and then don't really mess with them? I don't really want to fight against their mother.
Good. Did we like did someone identify these as wargs, or are you telling us as players?
You recognize them as warg puppies.
Alright, we recognize them as warg
Mhm.
puppies. Alright. Um, feed them. Why would we?
They look malnourished. They look hungry. I feel bad. They're so cute.
I wouldn't get near them. The mothers can be protective.
Well, my thinking is we throw in the corpse nearby and then ignore them afterwards.
Hal's going to say this in a very low voice to Jess Levis. Us carrying that big turtle thing.
Actually, can I? So I'm still in view of the grave shell. How big actually is it? Like,
Good
give me the size comparison to myself.
To yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Take you, add another one on top of yourself, and then stack maybe 5 of you next to each other. That's how big it is. Each.
Jeez.
And its shell is essentially solid bone.
But we did break the shell.
You did break it, but it's still there.
Oh, true. Well, maybe it'll see them, and then it'll eat it. But you're right. I don't think I could lift this up.
I'm just remembering because last time we both discovered we have 10 strength
Oh, yeah.
and couldn't wear the armor that we got from these grave shells.
True. Okay, let's not play with them then.
Yes, I think it's a smart idea. We know
Right,
that the
Alex?
mothers are out here.
Yeah. All right, Alex, shall we move on?
Yes, I guess. I mean, I don't know. They look kind of adorable. He walks over to them and like kind of kneels in front of them and just like reaches out with his finger and pokes one in the nose. And it after it gets hit, it like sneezes a little bit and shakes its head and then retreats back into the bundle. And he's like, "Oh well. That's a shame. They look like they're maybe a day away from dying, but you know what? If you're not going to take care of them, there's nothing much we can do about that." And then he just walks away.
And if they can't
Alright.
make it to the grave shells, then there's nothing we could have done for them anyway.
I mean, they look like they're so hungry they couldn't walk it, even if they wanted to.
Can I cut a piece of the gray shell off?
Sure.
Yeah, like let's. Like, could I cut off like a piece of their tail and then as much of it as possible with a knife?
Sure, you cut off maybe a foot of tail from the back.
Okay. Without getting too close, I'll just chuck it in like right over here, and then step back away.
So
Just,
one
yeah,
of the
step back.
all of the warg puppies like follow the arc of this flying piece of meat as it sails through the air and lands with a splat right next to them. It's about 5 feet away from them, because that's you threw it right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it lands about 5 feet away from them. All of them look at it very hungrily. One of the wargs, probably the most adventurous of the bunch, starts to sniff towards it and leans forward. As it does so, it like falls out of the bundle and like lands head first.
Oh
Now that you
no.
can see more of its body, you like it's all bone. Like there's almost no flesh
Oh.
left on them. The one that's fallen out looks up at the meat and like starts to crawl towards it, but he doesn't get more than 8 inches before he just plops down on the ground and starts panting.
Oh. Oh no.
Can I do a can I do a nature roll to see if mother wargs will abandon their litter sometimes?
Sure, give me a nature roll.
I want to see
You-
if we could take them in and not have circum.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's it. That's
That's
what
it?
it is.
Okay, with a 10, you know that wargs are generally intelligent creatures, and putting two and two together, you figure, hey, normally intelligent creatures don't leave their kids behind. But that's all that really comes comes to mind.
Uh,
Well, disregarding everything, all of that. Levis moves. Levis like tries like looks around. I like just like trying to see if there is the mother ward, nearby. Like do it. I'm assuming I don't see another warg besides these puppies here, right?
All you see are these puppies.
Okay. I'd like to just walk over, pick up the meat that I left, the meat
Mhm.
that I threw, and then just place it like right next to the bundle, just right there, and then without touching them, just walk backwards.
at that point, just cut it up for them. They can probably barely even chew, and Hal's going to walk over and take out a dagger and like cut it into little cubes.
So as you're doing this, the warg puppy that's basically face planted right in front of you is lifted its head up and it's sniffing at your shoes very curiously. It's starting to lick your boot a little bit. The other warg puppies are just watching you cut the meat up.
Now,
Alright.
As
let
a-
me
as
help
a-
you. This is gonna end so poorly.
oh yeah, 100%.
This is gonna end so poorly.
Alec, do you mind grabbing a little bit more from the tail of the other one?
You're holding more meat than is on the four puppies right now. I seriously doubt they can eat any more than that.
Fair point.
Yeah, and I guess
Pass me the next bundle to cut.
yeah, I'll cut what's remaining in half and hand it over.
And I just start cutting it as well.
Yeah, we make these into like little half-inch to 3/4 inch like cubes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bite-sized.
Yeah.
Then what do you do with these cubes?
I guess
Oh, Levis is gonna put some in his hand like this and just like put it like right next to the warg's mouth.
Okay, so two of the wargs start eating out of your hand. The third one is trying to get its head in, but the one right next to it's like snapping at it, pushing it away.
Oh.
well, Hal's going to get the other two then.
And the other two start eating. They are very noisy eaters. They're like slurping and chewing, and like you hear very like happy yelps coming from them after a couple minutes of this. They seem very, very happy that they they've finally gotten some food after who knows how many days like this. Could both of you make perception checks?
Oh no.
Yeah. Should we do these as hidden or
Nope, they can be public.
Alright. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not
You know,
worried.
I feel like this is something that I would have taken a look at, like earlier on, to see how well I do with perception. And I get a +1, I think, to that. Let's go. God damn it.
All right.
These puppies are so cute. God damn
They're
it.
very cute.
Both of you have been so drawn in to the very large, stereotypical puppy eyes of these 4 warg puppies that you have failed to notice a very adult-looking warg walk in behind you.
From where? Oh, from there. Oh shit.
But while you fail to see it, you definitely hear a very, very deep growl. And the warg says, it looks like we have some more fresh meat.
Warg
Damn it.
speaks.
Yep. So wargs do speak.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Someone's
w-
taken it in.
Okay, so like, as I'm still feeding them, I just look behind me, and it's just so I could see the this big warg.
So, as the warg is speaking, you notice that it has a very distinct male voice. You
Okay.
seem to have a very, very, how shall I put this? Very misguided affection for my children over there. You just seem hell-bent on prolonging their suffering. They were so close to dying. Why didn't you just let them die?
Why didn't you just kill them?
Oh, I couldn't be bothered. There's hardly any meat on them anyway. No. I'm not gonna go through the effort unless there's something in it for me.
You're just going to abandon your children here then. Your
Oh,
family.
I don't care. The only one who cared about them was their mother, but once she made it clear her priorities were them over me, I made it clear that she wasn't welcome to stay here any longer.
Oh, that explains quite a lot.
But
But she's outside.
regardless, I still need to eat, and both of you look just as tasty as anyone else. We're gonna roll for initiative now.
God damn
God
it.
damn it.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we did know this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
We did know.
Yeah. But Hallett is pretty hell-bent on fighting this warg now.
Well, I mean, we did at least beat the warg.
Now we roll high.
Yeah, now we roll high.
I mean,
Although I think I prefer rolling high on this one rather than the perception one.
Fair enough, yeah.
okay. Levis, it's your turn.
So I like to just drop the rest of the meat that I had in my hands, stand up, look to the warg, say, instead of us, there's creatures over there, and I point to the grave shells. Why don't you take that instead of us?
Roll diplomacy.
Okay. I think I've also took a look at the future on this ability as well before I started. Another +1. Let's go. Please be good. You have got to be kidding me! You know, back in the day, I felt like I feel like a really heroic moment was the decision to actually feed these starving puppies. Like what hero wouldn't be doing that? Like you gotta ask yourself that. Do I still get the same circumstance bonus?
Yeah, you can use the same bonus.
Okay.
Okay.
Much better.
So the warg turns. Well, the warg can't see it from here, so he's gonna step. Well, can't step forward. We're in combat. He's the grave shells. You actually managed to kill them. Wow, it looks like my next meal might actually have some fight to it. This is gonna make it interesting. Well, the fact that the grave shells are dead is indeed good news. It just means I have more food after I have finished eating the three of you.
Damn it. Um, I'm ass- I'm assuming that is how many actions?
That was one action.
One action. Okay. Um. And I believe I've already casted what is it called? Forbidden Ward on Hal, right?
That one
You
doesn't
did.
have a time limit.
No, but I had to specify a target, remember?
Yeah, you can specify the warg.
Wait, does it not have a time limit? I thought it did.
No, it's just the guidance one.
Oh, is it?
I
The
believe so.
you're right. All right, Hal. Let's get some. I'm gonna cast Forbidden Ward on you, and target the warg. Let me go do that. All right.
Sick. Okay. Hal is going to, as a free action, going to drop the knife that he was using to cut up the meat and sort of push over towards the wargs. In complete silence, draw his rapier, and then stare down this warg, and say, you would abandon your own family, your own flesh and blood. For what? Self-gain? Some ideal of power? You can tell Hal is getting very angry at this point. And try to demoralize the warg. So, make an intimidation check.
$20. Okay. The warg here's what you have to say, and it's kind of taken aback by the intensity in your tone, and it looks less sure about what it's or who it's trying to eat, as it appears to be slightly frightened.
All right. So I stood. I drew. Fuck. I can't walk and attack. I am going to. I could get behind it. That might be useful.
How would you get behind it?
I could tumble through.
Wait, is that it?
Hmm?
Is this it? Is that brown thing a door?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's how he got in. So then I think, yeah, I'm going to attempt to tumble through. Yeah, so I have to make the acrobatics check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, did not mean to click that again. I have panache, so it gives me a +1 to that. Okay.
And I believe I
Oh,
get a
no.
-1 to my DC from the frightened.
Yes.
You successfully tumble through.
I do. All right, I am now behind him. And that is my 3 actions.
Okay. Alec is kind of like annoyed that we have somehow, like mere minutes later, encountered another dangerous creature. And he just says, "Oh, I can't take 5 steps in this castle without something happening. It just doesn't happen when I'm alone, but when I'm with these morons, it just always seems to, they just have to touch everything, don't they? Can't leave things be." Just and he's just saying this as he's like walking nonchalantly towards the warg. And he just like points his, so he takes an action to pull out his sword. And he says to the warg, "You are a very despicable, very unhonorable, and downright evil creature. Normally I don't get too passionate about wild animals, but the fact that you are abandoning your children to death fully justifies what I'm about to do to you." And he brings his great sword down in a strike against the warg.
That's what I like to hear. Except for that roll.
Yeah, like I feel like he was caught up in his speech and whiffed it. That was
did what I did.
Alex's turn.
As if I'm watching two Howls.
Oh no, don't compare Alec to Hal.
Hal might be rubbing off on Alec.
Oh no.
Okay. This warg is looking at both Hal and Alec. He sizes up Alec, who's standing in front of him, and quickly realizes Hal is a much easier target, being smaller and frailer. So he's going to turn around and try to, he's going to try to bite into Hal with his jaws.
Nope.
Yeah, it just bounces off your armor. He can't get a grip on you. Undeterred, he is going to try again. Well, no, wrong roll. Multi-attack.
Yikes, that
That
does.
one, that one does. As you take 7 damage. And on his last action, he is going to dash past both of you and attempt to pounce into Levis. But
Come on.
as he does so, Alec gets to take an attack of opportunity. He's going to swing at him with his greatsword. Which does land this time.
I think that's a lot.
And yeah, hits the warg for 14 damage. Oh jeez, 14 damage.
I didn't slice it in half this time.
I mean,
I'm only barely injured.
but that is the warg's turn. Yeah, the attack interrupts its action, so.
Oh, this is not good. Okay. I am. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself for 2 actions. So that's happening. That's two actions there. So I have 1 action left. I will then. Actually, wait. Can I do that? Oh, good. It's not sustained. All right. And then I'd like to cast Guidance on Hal, assuming that I can. Have I cast it on you already?
Not today, I don't think.
Excellent. There you go, Hal. And let's pray I survive.
Alright, don't worry. I got this. Going to stride right up to him. And let's see. The target is flat-footed. So I'm going to. Do I want to do 2 strikes or 1? And do the dueling parry. Let's do the 2. So I'm going to attack. I'm not going to use the guidance for this one.
That hits.
Awesome. Damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a confident finisher and use the guidance on this one.
Unfortunately,
I'm
that one
going
does not.
to remember a heroic moment. Because I really want to do this. I really want to get the finisher. I'm going to remember, let's see. I think the heroic moment how I was going to remember is going back into the burning building back at town while we were having the Call to Heroes meeting, with the cloth over his face, trying to get as many people out as possible once we had defeated the fire method. try that again. Does the guidance apply to this one too, or no?
Yes, it does, because you're re-rolling.
Okay. Damn.
Big oof.
This wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. Is it a
Unfortunately,
failure?
yeah. Unfortunately, your second strike does not land.
Yeah. Is it just a failure or is it a crit fail?
It's just a failure.
Okay. The confident finisher does still do the precise strike damage, which is 2d6.
Okay. Wow, that's a very good 2d6.
Ooh.
Well, it should
you
be half.
dig into its back.
It should be half of that, right? Sorry.
Yes, half.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, good call. Good call. Let's change
Thank you.
that real quick.
Still good.
Alec will always just get the finishing kill.
He will. He's going to steal my kill again. He's going to steal my kill, and I was going to look so cool and in front of all my friends.
It's just not meant to be. You just can't show off.
I really
Kind of
can't.
You know what?
All right.
Tacos isn't your friend.
I'm now worried. I kind of overreact by casting Sanctuary on myself.
No, it's still a good plan. Like,
Alec
I
sizes up the situation in front of him, and he's like, well, looks like the both of you can handle this obnoxious little pup. And he heads into this room. And that's his turn.
it's like get the bench.
Well, I have Sanctuary on myself.
The warg. Okay. The warg is looking at both of you now, like swinging its head back and forth. And he realizes he's in a tough situation. He pounces at the puppies in front of him and takes one and basically inserts one of its heads into its jaw. And you hear him say, okay, well, the two of you seem to care for my children quite a bit, more than I do. So here's what's going to happen. Make another move towards me, and I will crush this one's skull in, and I will continue to do so even if you hack me to death. No one will win then. And that's, well, if there's anything I can take out of dying, it's knowing that I have ruined your lives spectacularly.
How many puppies did you say that were there, though,
4.
in total? Oh.
So this, yeah, that's all the warg is going to do. And as a free action, Levis and Hal, how would you like to react?
Can I attempt to disarm?
How would you do that?
I think what I'm going to do is basically take or maybe
Because it's the warg isn't wielding any weapons.
yeah, I'm trying to trying to get the puppy's head out of his mouth. Trying to figure out how I can do that. With what I have, I will take one of my crossbow bolts. No, that would require an
You
action
only
to
have
grab
you have
it.
a single
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do
Um,
can't do anything then.
I will. Hmm. Actually, no. Damn it, I can't do command an animal. How about I instead of that will create a diversion.
What diversion are you doing?
I think I am going to fuck. Did the other? I'm forgetting as a player. Did the other warg have a name? The mother warg
We
that the
never
goblins.
heard anything like
No.
that. No.
No.
I guess what what I'll do is because he has his head sort of pointed south. I can what?
I'm planning on doing something that could potentially protect the puppy.
So we're gonna
you do
go.
whatever you're
Okay.
doing.
How about this? Let's go in initiative order. So we'll basically skip through initiative once for this free
Okay.
action. So Levis, go first.
I'm going to be casting lifelink on the puppy,
Okay.
so hopefully that might help.
All right. The puppy's life is now linked to yours. That was your free action. Now,
Is the puppy also at full HP right now?
yes, it is.
Damn it.
I'm going to the version I'm going to to say is sort of I'm going to look like past him, smile and say, "Look who just came back to check on her young." Um, so I guess that is a distracting words.
Mm-hmm.
And try that.
Okay, and that is contested with perception. Nice try.
Damn it.
All right. So that was the free sort of
Mm-hmm. That was your free action. So Alec has no idea what's going on, and the warg is going to start stepping back. Is anyone going to stop him? Well, you can't stop him unless you have a reaction. So
Yeah.
okay, he is going to. Oh, go ahead.
Wait, what are my reactions? Nope. I can only grab an edge. He is not an edge, so.
He is going to step back all the way over there, dragging one of the puppies with him. This puppy is now yelping and screaming, and it's trying to fidget in the mouth, but it can't move very well because, well, its head is locked in place by the warg's teeth. The warg is then going to turn around and walk this way, and that is its turn. Levis.
Is it still dragging the.
It is still dragging the puppy.
I yell out to it. Listen, just the exit's over there. Just drop the kid, and you could go.
Give me intimidation.
Intimidation. Well, it's not gonna be the greatest, but definitely not the greatest.
Who are you to try to threaten me?
It was more so that we could avoid future, like, other conflicts, but I just want to make sure.
You see its jaw tighten on the puppy a little more.
I can't do anything to this. Shit. I mean, I guess I'll just put both of my hands up. Just so I, we could stop fighting here.
Are you asking it to stop fighting?
Yeah, like we could just stop fighting. Like, I just want to make sure the puppy is safe.
And I just want to have dinner.
There's creatures over there.
You
Just
look
take
considerably
that.
more tasty.
I don't think that's the case. Those things look great, don't they not?
Is there persuasion? There's no persuasion, right? Diplomacy.
Yeah,
Give me another
diplomacy.
diplomacy.
Okay. Well, really, I'm not rolling the greatest.
You do. Okay, so the warg. This is the first time the warg is really taking a good look at the Great Shelts, and the state that they're in right now.
Mm.
And it does look like he is momentarily distracted by, well, just how big the Great Shelts are and how much meat is on them. He unconsciously raises his snout to kind of sniff at them, and as he does so, the warg puppy slips out.
Okay.
Well, but that was the end of your turn, Levis.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Because Hal was going to do this whether you succeeded or not. He's just going to run right up to him and just stab into this motherfucker. Yeah.
You hit. You do hit.
Oh.
Because he is frightened of you.
I don't know about that damage though.
I can't demoralize him again. But I can. Oh, I can just pick up the puppy now. I'm just going to pick up the puppy.
Okay, you spend an action to pick up the puppy.
Yeah, and just hold it in my free hand.
Okay.
And that's my action.
You hear Alec call out from the other room. Are you guys done yet? I mean, I don't see you anymore. Are you exploring somewhere else?
No, we're trying to rescue a puppy.
Wait, what?
Almost done here.
All
Won't
right.
be enough. Just a few more seconds. Don't worry.
Well, if you
Hal's
insist.
gonna show us his cool finisher move soon. You should come watch.
Honestly, this room is infinitely more interesting, so I'm just gonna be in here.
I looked at Hal and I'm just like, I tried.
You see a single tear run down his cheek, but he's not wavering.
It's now Wargy's turn. Wargy? No, I'm not going to say that again. Uh, the Warg is not happy that Hal has snatched his bargaining chip right from under him, and he is going to lunge at Hal with his jaws.
Damn, that hits.
It sure does. You are going to take this much damage, and you are also grabbed by his jaws.
Oh my.
That means you are flat footed and immobilized. You can attempt to escape on your turn.
Okay.
That was two of its actions, and as its third action, it's going to attempt to swat at the puppy with one of its paws. And I'm going to roll this in private.
But it does have lifelink.
It does. It doesn't seem to hit. It kind of swats at the air at where the puppy might be, but it's got so much of Hal in its mouth that it can't see clearly. All right,
Good luck, Hal.
Levis, it's your turn.
So in Levis's mind, puppy Hal's life, it's in balance right there. But I can't heal Hal, so Hal's gonna take the L. All right, I'm gonna cast Daze to the ward. If I can find it, there we go. Please fail. Please fail.
Warg will save.
Oh!
It doesn't.
Well, it takes 2 damage still.
It's not entirely sure where the damage is coming from, but its mind is a little fuzzy.
Okay, so my sanctuary ran off, went away now that I cast Daze.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Just give me a quick second while I refresh my knowledge on this. History. Okay, that's fine. So at this point, Levis's hair is like starting to like turn, is already somewhat white. I'm going to, actually, dismiss is in. Never mind then. I will then stride to here. College turn.
Okay, so Hal, before your turn starts, I should clarify. The warg it's grabbing you through the arm on like or let me rephrase that. It's bitten onto the arm that's holding the warg puppy, and that's what's pinning you down. Your other arm is still free to move if you wish to do something
The
with it.
rapier. I can still stab it.
For your sake, I hope you do.
If you do so, it will be at misfortune. On top of the other penalties that you have.
I mean, flat-footed and immobilized don't affect my attacks. It seems.
Right, flat-footed is just your AC.
Yeah. So. Let's see. I can. I guess what I can do is I can try to get out of the grab.
So if you want to get out of the grab, you have to use the escape action.
Yes, and that's just one action. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to escape. I need to, what do I need to roll?
It's just an unarmed attack.
Wait, it's just make an unarmed attack to escape?
Yeah, pretty much.
Will this count against my multi-attack penalty?
You haven't attacked yet, right?
No. But I mean, like, for my next attack, if I do escape.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Um, yeah, you like punch its snout with your hand, and it lets go of you.
Is it
Ooh.
critical success?
No.
No? Okay. Um. Okay. I am going to. Let's see.
Actually, you know what? I was wrong because it's still frightened of you. That is a critical success.
Sick, I get to stride 5 feet then. Um. Can I stride that 5 feet?
uh, no, you can't because the warg would be in your way.
Damn it. Damn, I wanted to get on the other side of it so I could do the flat foot, but I guess not. Okay. So that was one action. I can. I can attempt to tumble through again. Just so I can get a better chance at killing this piece of shit. Or. No, it's probably got. Sorry, this is, difficult to decide. I think I am just going to attempt to tumble through.
Okay. Um,
It can.
I will say you're doing this at misfortune because you're carrying the warg puppy. It makes, acrobating a lot harder since both of your hands are occupied.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Despite the fact that both of your hands are full, you managed to tumble through.
Sick. Now I'm going to go on this side of him. That gives me panache.
Mm-hmm.
The target is flat-footed. I'm going to do a finisher. I'm going to do a confident finisher.
Ooh.
And you're right. I do have the multi-attack penalty, right?
Yes.
Okay. God damn it. Oh! I'm guessing that's a
It,
crit
it was
fail.
meant to be.
you were you, you have done so much, right? You broke free of the warg, and then you somehow manage to tumble past it into such an advantageous position, and you try to strike it with your rapier, but you're so caught up in the moment that you realize, oh no, I've swung with the wrong hand, and instead you punched it with the warg puppy. The warg puppy is going to take this much damage. So
which goes
11.
all to me.
Mm-hmm.
Does the warg also take some damage, or no?
No, you hit it with a small puppy. It.
I swear, if I die because of that, I'm gonna have some strong words for you in the afterlife.
As you look at the puppy in your hand, you might, if it had a health bar, it would say near death.
But it didn't take any damage.
Oh, I guess not. You are right. It did. It doesn't say near death.
It still says
It's-
near death.
Like, as you do that, you just see blood. Like, I just cough up some blood. Why would you do that?
Sorry, I'm used to having weight in only one hand, so it's throwing me off. Don't worry, Alec, we got us under control.
You're lucky it wasn't. So, Alec is just. I mean, honestly, you guys are still not done? And then, like, he walks out over here and he's looking at the situation. He sees that Hal is, once again, very close to death, bleeding from his arm, holding a puppy up against the warg for some very strange reason. And he takes an entire action to soak that scene in.
This wasn't the finisher I was talking to you about.
Did he?
Wrong hand. It would have been really cool if I used the other hand. I'm sorry.
Why are you rubbing the puppy against the adult?
I'm used to having weight in only one hand. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, and he's gonna stride up here, and that is his turn. Now this warg, this warg is so disoriented by what just happened, but he knows an easy target when he sees one. And he is going to attempt to grab a hold of the warg puppy. And I'm going to say this is at disadvantage because Hal is, well, kind of protecting it.
Sorry, but sometimes the dice are in character.
Yeah. Oh man. No, that does not. That does
That's
not hit.
well. I need to roll again because I forgot to make it misfortune. So well, it's not against your AC. It's against the puppy's AC. So
Oh no.
which it misses. I mean, wow.
Yes. The puppy lives.
So unfazed, it diverts its attack and tries to hit Hal's arm instead, and it attempts to grab onto it or bite into it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
with
no.
the multi-attack penalty. God damn, I'm down.
Yeah, you're gonna take
It doesn't
that
matter. I'm just
damage.
down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down. I had 1 HP.
I told you I couldn't
Aw.
heal you. Not much I could do about that.
So as Hal falls to the ground, the puppy rolls out of your hand, and the warg is going to reach down and scoop it up in its jaws once again. Okay.
Wait, it tried to do the pounce thing though. Wasn't that 2 actions?
No, it didn't pounce because it was already next to you.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not
So yeah,
again.
that is its turn. Levis.
It doesn't have a reaction ready.
I Hal, you're gonna have to survive for one turn, and then I can help you. I'm going to once again cast Daze
Okay.
to the warg. Please fail. Oh come on!
It succeeds, but it doesn't critically succeed. So,
Why did it do that?
I don't know.
Wrong button. Yeah, it takes 2 damage still. Oh, it's still not dead. So I don't have a weapon up. Can I just punch it?
Sure, you can give me an unarmed strike.
Let's
fist-
go.
Does your fist even do damage though?
We'll find out.
Non-lethal.
I guess I just roll this.
You have an unarmed strike that you can just.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I mean, that was bound to happen.
Is it a 6?
I've already used my hero point.
As you critically fail that punch,
It's a crit fail. Shit.
the warg closes its jaws,
Oh,
and the puppy takes. Well,
Please let
doesn't
me-
matter. It's it. As
Is it more than 4?
you just see blood seeping out of its mouth.
Levis takes 3, so.
Yeah, Levis. Yeah, you know what? You take 3
God damn
sympathy
it.
damage.
God damn it.
It still kills the puppy.
Yeah.
oh.
It does have healing potions.
This. There's no coming back from this because it was. Yeah, it was an insta kill.
Oh.
There is nothing left of its head.
Well, we tried.
My dying value has been reduced by 1.
Sweet.
All right.
I think that means I'm stable.
Yep. You are stable, but you do have 1 wounded.
Yep.
Okay. Alec is staring at the warg and he's just like, what did you just do? What did you just do? And he raises his greatsword and brings it down with all of his might.
So much
You know, I'm not even gonna roll the rest of the damage as he takes the warg's head off.
And once again, Hal has been denied another finisher.
I mean, if only Hal had finished this just in
I
time.
know.
I tried so hard.
Oh my god, I can't believe I fucking my fist is so bad.
One, though, was perfect.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
That's class
Content gold right there.
As the warg's head separates from his body, we're going to hard cut to the other group. This is actually back in time a little bit. This is you have basically left the castle maybe 40 minutes ago at this point. And Sophie, the thought suddenly comes to mind. And you wonder, would Kagos be good with a live pet instead of a half-dead one? And that's nagging at your mind right now.
Kagos, have you ever had any pets?
Does Goop Goop count?
No, like,
Goop Goop wasn't a pet.
yeah, like, you know,
Who's
an
a-
animal, a dog or a cat.
No.
I mean,
There was a mouse
they're-
that hung around for a while.
ooh, a mouse. Mice can be friendly.
Yeah, but then he. Well, it was a mouse. He didn't live very long.
Well, that must have been fun, right? A lot more fun than hanging around a pile of garbage.
Um,
Not to offend Goop,
I mean,
but there's plenty of animals out there.
yeah, but they can't really help in the way that Goop Goop helps.
And how does he help again? Like, I guess he loads stuff. He is pretty
No,
smart.
he
He
the main
loads
thing he
planes.
does is he emulates more ingredients for my potions. As he goes around, he kind of bumps into things and they become attached.
Well, that's not really a pet, That's more of a moving workstation.
And he can do other things. That's just what I like him to do.
As we ponder the philosophical implications of that, of whether Goop Goop was a pet or a slave or an automaton, why don't we take a break? And we will come back in a few
All right.
minutes.
Oh, so
So mechanically, I can't have an animal.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna force you to try to have one anyway.
Okay.
It's a good thing there are only 3 left.
Yeah. Oh boy.
so you know the episode when Kagos was dying and I couldn't stabilize him in time?
Mm-hmm.
I completely forgot I have the stabilized cantrip.
Oh. What?
Excuse me.
I completely forgot about that.
Wow. We're so much worse at this game than we were.
I never had to use it, so that's why I just completely that's why I completely forgot. And then as I was like looking through my spell list on like what I could do to possibly save the puppy, I was like, oh shit, I have stabilized.
How many cantrips do you have? Because I was looking at just playing around making characters.
2,
It's like,
4, 6. I have 6 right now.
At level
how
1.
six do you know, or
That I
six
know.
do you use?
I'm assuming I'm using I'm using spellcasting properly, but I have 6.
Oh.
You can only prepare a certain amount. I'm not sure what the limitation is on I think cantrips you just
but
have
I asked
all.
because
Yeah.
I was like fooling around making a witch, and they knew 10 of. They could only have 12. There's only like 12 cantrips they can know,
Mm-hmm.
and they knew 10 at
Oh.
the first level.
What the hell?
But like you can only prepare 5.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You can swap them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I believe for oracles, from what I understand, I can only get 6, and I can only prepare all 6 of them.
Okay.
And correct me if
Like,
I'm wrong, but it seems like cantrips are a lot less useful than D&D.
100%. I again, like my main damage source is daze, and it's stupid. I love to fight against an undead creature just so I can use disrupt undead, which is far more superior, but only affects undead.
It seemed like there weren't many damage ones, and like other ones were split.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like detect magic was split into like you could detect magic on one thing, or you could read the aura of it
Yeah.
of one thing.
Yeah, that's why I chose
Or
read
you
aura
could
instead of detect
Detect
magic.
magic on all things, but you don't know anything about them or where they're at in the world.
Yeah.
You just know they're around.
That's such a.
That's
Yeah.
useless. That's like wearing a light around your neck that lights up whenever there's magic around. Like, oh great, there's magic in a
Well, it
magical
was like
world.
when it became heightened at
Mhm.
later levels, you could just pinpoint it.
Oh.
But it was like first level, you can't pinpoint it. You just
Yeah.
know there's magic around.
It's kind of weird like that.
Also,
That's why I chose read aura.
I realize that in order to heal me, we're just going to have to use the potions because we did the treat wounds already.
Yeah.
Yep, it hasn't
Yeah.
been that long.
It's been approximately 6 rounds 6 seconds. It's been approximately like 5 minutes since then.
I was doing the potions right. I only prepared 2 right now.
Yeah, you gave him all the hell.
Okay, good.
Well,
Yeah,
I,
how
prepared,
awesome.
I still prepared 8. I'd only do 2 per ingredient.
Yeah, no,
It's weird.
we both have 2 of
You
his
should have 4,
potions.
Well,
Yeah.
I have 2 of actual store-bought potions.
yeah. There's
No,
some,
I
Not
get.
not Agos's.
but they're expensive.
I thought
Well,
we
was anyone gonna
split.
take a break?
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what was that, Robin? You were gonna say something?
Wait, so who has his 2? So there's 2 extra trash potions then that we have. Am I carrying all 4 of them?
Yeah,
You should do 4.
yeah.
Okay.
You're the one carrying him.
You have 4 trash potions and 2 real ones.
Okay, I thought we had split the trash ones.
No, I'm carrying the 2 real ones. I'm not touching those
Got it.
potions.
I mean, they
Yeah.
work. I
They
mean,
do,
it's
but it's
trash
more out
in
of
the sense
principle.
that it's like I said, it's mold and
Oh, I
probably
forgot.
some
I was
willow
going to.
barks in there.
I was going
Just
to ask
aspirin and
this.
penicillin. No big deal.
Yeah. Did Kagos discover penicillin? Is that the
Yeah.
secret?
Yeah.
That's the secret to his potions. He discovered penicillin.
He just makes them out of moldy bread.
I was going to ask that.
Oh, I love
I
that.
figure they're like penicillin and aspirin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Well, speaking of Kagos and his medical discoveries, we let's fast forward in time a little bit. It is now close to like 4 in the afternoon. Kagos and Sophie have pretty much wrapped up their business with Greta and the town council, and they are hanging out outside town hall right now. So, what are both of you doing?
Is before or after we went to the weapons shop?
Good point. You did that after town hall. This is after. So, this is actually like 5 o'clock then, and you are in front of the weapon shop, not in front of town hall.
Okay.
I've been thinking about what you said about Goop Goop and how, you all don't seem to like Goop Goop very much. Why?
Well, it's just weird. Like, I haven't been around any magical things, really. I've just seen normal animals interact with things, and in my head, garbage is bad and needs to be thrown out and causes diseases because it smells bad. You know how bad smells cause diseases.
Well,
That's a thing, right? At least that's what my physician told me.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I live in a dump and I don't get sick very often.
Well, you probably had something good smelling to counterbalance the bad smells.
Maybe. Did eat a lot of moldy bread.
You keep going on about the moldy bread.
It's really good. You should try.
It looks awful. It's blue.
I mean,
Sometimes mushrooms grow in the bread, and not the good kind of mushrooms.
I only really know how to make him out of trash, but I could put something around him. Here, let's go to the store again. Do you know where can I get a doll?
A doll?
Yeah.
What kind of doll? Like to play with?
No, like
Do you like dolls? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
I could take Goop Goop and I could put him in a doll, and then it's
wait, he can be
doll.
anything?
Kind of. I need blood, certain juices that I find in the trash to make him.
He be in Is that necromancy? Can he be in a corpse?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, a doll would be better. Let's go find you a
Also,
doll. Oh,
I think
yeah.
he would still rot if he was in a corpse.
Isn't he made of rotting things already?
Yeah, but there's no rotten meat. Rotten meat smells bad.
Oh, rotten meat smells bad. And what smells bad, Kagos?
Rotten meat.
That's it? Nothing else?
Mm, yes.
Nothing else we've encountered? Not even the glowing green substance?
Did I say it smelled bad? I don't. No, it didn't smell bad. I mean, it wasn't healthy. I thought maybe if we go back, maybe that. Okay, we definitely need to go to the store. I thought maybe I could get like a flask, like a clay flask, and fill some of that water, and then I can just throw it on things.
Yeah, wait, that would be good in a fight.
Because I mean, it made me sick, and I don't get sick very much.
Yeah, you're just yeah, like you're you're used to garbage, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's
Yeah,
go to the
let's
store, and I need clay flask and a doll.
is there a general store that I know of that would have both of these objects?
So you know that there's a store called Shell and Smile, and this is mainly a temple dedicated to Shellen, who is the goddess of art, beauty, love, music, that kind of stuff. But it also houses Breach Hill's Artisan Guild. So if there's any place that might have something like a doll, it'll be the Artisan Guild.
Yeah, let's there's this place called what was it again?
Shell and Smile. Let me type this out.
Shells. They've got all kinds of things, like containers, pots. Um, the artisan guild's there, so dolls, art of various kinds, paintings. It's good if you want to like set up a house and you're just buying the first things, like silverware. You ever have a house, Cogos?
No, I mean, have you ever seen a house in a dump, in a garbage dump?
No, but I've never seen a moving pile of garbage either. So
Like, you know, some wood I put above my head.
well, after we get tons of money from this adventuring gig, we're definitely getting a house.
Ooh, I don't know what to do in a house.
What do you do in the dump?
I make things.
Yeah, you can make things in a house. You can have a workstation,
Mm,
a table. But that's for later. Let's get the pots and the doll, and we
alright.
head over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Shell and Smile is over here.
Mhm.
And yeah, you make your way over, cross the bridge, and as you enter, you notice that there are a few different wings. Um, right in front of you, there's like a reception looking area with someone sitting behind a table. It looks like the person behind the desk is directing visitors around, like answering questions, just trying to like help people get around. Off to the right side, you see a bunch of stalls set up that have various things spread around. You see sculptures, you see like intricate drawings, you see tapestries, other artistic works of the sort. And off to the left, you just see more stalls, but these stalls don't have anything set up in front of them. They're just people sitting behind. And it looks like at a couple of them, there are like people chatting with the people behind the stalls. But yeah, it looks like there are basically two different wings. And
Okay.
as both of you walk in, The person who's sitting behind the desk looks up and says, "Good afternoon. Welcome to Shell and Smile. How can I help you?"
Do you have any dolls?
Um, dolls, may, and she like glances over to the right side stalls that have like the various sculptures and things. Like, um, there might be some dolls there. I think there was like a puppeteer here a couple days ago, but I'm not sure if he's still around. There are sculptures though. Like, what kind of doll are you looking for?
Um, well, it needs to be about just this big and hollow.
Uh, well,
And if the arms and stuff move, that would be great.
And don't get one of those creepy ones, with the dead expressions. That's just a preference.
Yeah, so make it smile real big. You got one of those.
well, hmm. I think, hmm, that's a tricky one. A hollow doll that can also move. I think Josie over there might be able to help you. She deals a lot with very intricate clay work. Um, Maybe she has something that might be of use to you. And she points to a stall, the second from the back stall, and you see that there are like various clay sculptures arranged on the stand over there.
Alright, I'll go over there. Just abruptly turn and go over there.
Hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, he's not very good with people. He's not being polite. And then I go and follow him.
Good afternoon. What can I do for you?
The lady said you might help with I'm looking for a doll.
A doll, you say? Is
Because
this a for a special someone? Maybe your daughter? What are we looking for?
um it's a it's hard to explain. I have a friend and he my other friends don't like him because he's they think he's gross. But he's real tiny and I was hoping he'd fit inside of a doll. And then he wouldn't be quite as gross.
So Josie is just staring at Kagos now, and then he looks up at Sophie and kind of pulls her aside and whispers, "Um, is is your friend here okay?"
Oh yeah. I think he wants a costume, for a young goblin. Goblins are really small, and young goblins are even smaller. So
But
maybe
but
something around that size
wouldn't a
for a costume.
costumer be make more sense for that? I feel like clay would be very brittle and restrictive.
No, no, I think uh it's for a play, and like this child is very self-conscious, so that's why he thinks people thinks he's gross. Um, so they're just gonna give him like a non-moving role in this play. So clay would be fine. Costumes are expensive. The ones I've looked at,
Well, clay isn't cheap either.
yeah, but
Um,
we're willing to shell out for this friend.
okay, okay. And then he's gonna walk back to Yukagos and say, "Okay, hmm, this is a very unique ask you have here. Let me see what I have." And Josie ducks down and starts rummaging underneath his stall. You hear like clanging and the sound of clay being pushed aside. And he finally comes back up with a. Um, it's not exactly humanoid looking. It, in fact, looks more like a horse. And you hear Josie say, Unfortunately, I don't have anything that's, uh, well, goblin shaped. Um, eh, but I feel like with a few modifications, this might fit on your friend just fine. Like, only the head really needs to be replaced. Everything else could be worked. The hooves are a little thin, but I feel like if I take and she's looking around and she sees a couple long narrow pipes and she just picks up the yes I think I can just take these pipes apart and replace the hooves. The body should work just fine. The head is going to be very tricky. I don't have any goblin heads. um, does your friend need to
Um,
cover their face?
why do you keep saying goblin?
This is for your friend, right?
Yeah, but it's not a goblin.
Sophie's like gesturing a lot out of view of the store person at Congo's.
Oh, uh, oh, I don't want him to be shaped like a horse. He needs hands.
Side and goes
And
like, okay, what do you want this to look like?
I thought he'd be a little person, but
Would a
maybe,
horse work?
maybe if he was
Could be a
little,
horse.
maybe we should go. Oh, I still need. I don't think this will. This is right, but I need just like clay flasks.
Clay flasks? Okay, yes.
Yeah, like if you throw it, it'll break.
Okay. I pride myself in my work, and while I can guarantee that under normal use these flasks would not break. If you do throw them, clay does have a tendency to shatter. So, um, how big of a flask would you like? I have these small,
All right,
well,
out of character.
mm-hmm.
If I do try this, I mean, you don't have to tell me if it would work. It's like how much would I need for it to work?
For what to work?
Water. Throwing the poison water and then killing people.
I'd
Like,
say
how much did I have to touch to make me sick?
you
That's
would
the question.
need. Let's make this. You'll need a bomb's worth of water.
Okay. I don't know how much that is.
Well, I'm basically saying like something that would fit into one of your normal alchemical things.
Yeah, it never really tells me how big that is.
Okay.
Let's just go with water flask size. Well,
Okay.
not 5 liters. That's huge. Little 1 liter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, we have these very tiny flasks that are normally used for, well, apothecaries, alchemical tasks, and she basically pulls out a finger or a human finger length um, clay object and puts it on the table. We also have these water jugs that people tend to, transport water in, and this is more head sized. And puts that on the table. I also have. Oh yes, I do have this, and she pulls out a fist sized um,
Mm,
container.
it should be a little bigger. I could try with the fist size.
Okay.
Okay. How much would the how many fist size? Well, how much is a fist size one?
That one would be. That one would be 50 copper pieces.
I'm so how much money do I have? Maybe just 2 for now, so I can see how it works.
Okay.
All right, and then so if I give her 10 silver,
Yeah.
2. All right, And then I want to talk to the blacksmith.
To the blacksmith. Okay.
Yeah, because, and thanks for the idea with the clay, but I don't think that will work.
Oh, I'm
So what do
sorry
you
to
think?
hear.
Because now that I think about it, I am going to throw these um, and the break,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want Goop Goop to break.
Goop Goop. Oh, that's an adorable name. Yeah, if your friend is gonna be like running around and playing in it, then clay might not be the best option.
Okay, so I'll turn and walk away.
Have a nice day.
Thanks for all your help. And I go after Coggins.
There goes my
Why did she keep saying goblin?
Okay, I might have told them that your friend was not an animate garbage person, but a goblin.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's kind of people don't understand.
No,
So
and I don't want to draw attention.
I mean,
Unwanted
maybe
attention.
we'll go to the blacksmith because maybe metal will be better, and we'll just
Ooh.
ask for like a really tiny suit of armor.
You can make a tiny suit. You can make a tiny suit of armor animate.
I mean, Goop Goop would just be wearing it around.
Okay,
That.
I've got before we go down this path, I've got to ask, what is Goop Goop's
Mhm.
strength?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I question is Goop Goop strong enough to wear armor?
I mean, I didn't want him to actually. It didn't. I don't really care if he actually the armor counts as not.
Oh, just like aesthetically. I mean, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, like, maybe
I
it's made
wasn't
up.
concerned about the actual.
Maybe
a
it's
tiny,
like.
tiny suit of armor.
Like, it's like light. It's like not. It doesn't function as armor. It's like thin, like
Yeah, I mean,
plates,
it could
maybe.
literally
Yeah.
be like
Okay.
the thinnest sheet metal.
Okay, I can
Mhm.
work with that.
Is the idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the
Just to
armory
make him
is
presentable
Mhm.
is the goal.
Okay, yeah, the armory is the same place you bought your weapons from. Quarters and bits.
All right.
All right.
Let's head back there.
So, it's the same guy.
Uh, yes, same guy. Oh, hi. Welcome back. Is there something else that you wanted?
Yeah, I could you make like a really tiny suit of, well, not armor. And it doesn't have to function as armor. It just kind of looks like armor, but it's like not strong.
How tiny is tiny?
Like a foot tall.
A foot tall. Um, what is the purpose of this?
I have
It's
a
a-
really tiny friend that wants to play dress up.
Sophie like gives a secret thumbs up.
I see, I
Comments.
see. So this doesn't have to be functional then. This is more for uh, playing around with then?
Yeah, purely aesthetic. Is that a word? Yeah, that's a fancy word.
I see, I see. I will need to check what I have. And the person, I forgot their name, but the person disappears behind behind a door, and he comes back a good 10 minutes later with this bundle, and he sets it on the counter and pulls out um, a very it essentially looks like a marionette of a full knight's armor. It's even got like a face visor thing where the face mask moves up and down, and he puts it down on the counter and says, "Well, this was commissioned a good while ago for a puppeteer who unfortunately never came to pick it up. Um, it's a
Yeah.
little rusty.
The last place we were at mentioned a puppeteer too.
Yeah, may or may not be the same one. I honestly don't remember. I think this has been here for a good. And he like lifts it up, and you can see brown patches underneath where the elbows would be and like where the knees would be. I think it's been here for like a good 6 months, so it might be the same puppeteer, but
Hmm.
who knows?
I'll whisper to Sophie. I think we might have a missing person. What happened to
Oh.
the puppeteer?
Well,
We didn't
we
try to find him another place, did
no.
we?
We do get traveling performers from time to time. Maybe he's one of them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. We've got bigger things to deal with right now.
I really like this suit of armor.
It does look cool,
Yeah.
and it's a lot less creepy, like a lot less and a lot easier to explain.
Okay. That looks perfect. How much?
Well, I mean, honestly, I just like to get rid of it at this point, so I won't charge you nearly as much as I would have charged that puppeteer. This will just be one gold piece.
Ooh, that's cheap. Okay. I will buy my marionette suit of armor.
Okay. Mechanically, this isn't going to add anything to Goop Goop's AC.
Okay. Yeah, that's
It's very thin metal and it's rusting. So
what I wanted. Okay. I'm done buying things, I think. So
okay.
once again, I turn and walk out of the store.
Good day to you too, sir.
You'll get used to it. And then Sophie also heads out.
Okay,
I
so
just realized I should probably be saying goodbye, right?
Yeah, I don't know how it is in a dump with other goblins, I assume. You've been in societies, right?
I mean, when I was little,
You don't
no, I
remember?
lived alone.
You lived alone all
I
time?
mean, yeah, not always, just for a long time.
Well, people like it when you say goodbye and hello, and also please and thank you.
Okay, I'll try. Thank you for the tip. Was that right?
Yeah, you did a great job.
Okay.
Are you my child? How old is Cogos again? Just wondering.
Oh, he's middle aged for a goblin.
So like,
20s.
oh okay. Whoa, okay. So slightly younger than me.
I had 29, but that's not really how I've been playing him. So
Fair enough.
that would be old for a goblin.
okay, so it is now um it's now close to 6 o'clock. Well, 6:30. And if you remember, it takes about 4 hours to get to Hell Knight Hill. So,
Right.
is there anything else both of you would like to do in town?
No. We're probably we're probably gonna head back because like we wouldn't have enough time. Otherwise, it'll be like late at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have other things you want to do?
Not really.
Okay.
All right. Well, both of you then set out once again through the north entrance of Breach Hill, or North Gate, and begin your journey. Um, let's hard cut back to Citadel Altarine, where Hal is bleeding out on the floor.
Not bleeding out. He is stable. He's just bleeding on the floor. Thank you very much.
At this point, how much blood has Hal lost?
Quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Like total.
Surprising amount.
Like between the last
for
2 days.
Yeah.
For his body size, it's very surprising amount.
What I would like to do is pick up Hal as best as I can to place him on this stage area so he's not on the floor bleeding out. And then I'd like to pick up the dead body of the puppy.
So
Bringing it
before you
outside
actually did that,
Yes.
like immediately after chopping off the warg's head, Alec had actually reached down and picked up the remains of the warg puppy, and he is currently cradling it in his arms.
Oh.
And he is just going to walk away.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up Hal regardless to place him on the stage so he's not sitting. He's not just bleeding out on the floor. Then while that's done, when that's done, I'm going to head back to the puppies that are alive and check up on them.
So the other puppies seem unscathed. They're a little frightened of what just happened. They, got especially startled when Papa Warg kind of backed up into them and just snatched one of them and went away. And I think one of the wargs actually saw what happened to its sibling. Its tiny mind couldn't quite comprehend the implications of that, but it does seem, well, if wargs had like actual human emotions, you might have said it actually looked a little shell shocked.
Okay. So I know I dropped. Oh, sorry, you were saying?
The one that sort of fell on its face, is that one still alive?
Yes, that one is. Honestly, like it's just
Sorry,
nibbling.
that was my favorite.
Yeah, no, it's still lying pretty much where it fell, and it's just nibbling on some of the meat that got scattered around after chaos
Yeah,
ensued.
I was gonna ask about that. Like, how much meat is left?
Most of it is still left.
Most of it's left. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to kneel down next to the one that looked shell shocked. Take a piece of meat and then just bring it as close as possible to it while just like slowly petting its head. Just go, it's okay. You're safe now.
It takes a good 5 minutes for it to actually register that you're petting it, but as it slowly comes to, it kind of nuzzles up against your palm, and then it takes the food that you're offering and just nibbles at it. It doesn't like it isn't eating it wholeheartedly. You would think that how based on how hungry it looks, it would want to just devour it, but it's just nibbling at it, almost like it's lost interest in the food.
Oh. I guess I'll just keep petting it until either Hal or Alec comes back.
Well, Hal is
Try to
unconscious on the
comfort me.
table, so
Yeah. So I'm just like trying to keep I'm just trying to keep all the puppies just trying to calm them down, trying to get them to eat, just trying to keep them relaxed.
okay. Well, Alec does something. Uh-oh, Foundry froze for me. Okay, well, while I refresh, Alec has done something in the back, and he comes back. You notice that the puppy is no longer with him. And he walks up to Hal and sees him lying on the I guess it's a table, yeah, like the judge's table, and sort of pokes him a little bit, and once he's like satisfied that Hal's chest is moving and he's still breathing, he's like, all right, well, I mean, you stay there and do your thing, I guess. And he just walks down to Levis. Are they okay?
They're they seem to be okay now. I'm trying to comfort this one, and like point to the one that I'm still petting, like trying to get it to be okay.
Hmm. Well, at least they're still young. By the looks of it, barely a few days old. So it should shake off what's happened pretty quickly.
That's good. Although I am worried. He the father said that he kicked out the mother ward a while ago, but we have heard reports. Well, at least Sophie has said that she's seen the a warg wandering. That could be the mother.
Hmm. That is interesting. Um, yeah, like if this father chased her away, I doubt she would have gone very far
Yeah.
from her children.
Should we leave a sign saying that she's a bit free to pick up her kids?
I
Like,
don't know if orgs can read.
well, more like dumping the male dead body outside as like a
Ah,
sign to saying that the male is gone. That kind of sign.
yes. Well, I'm not sure if I would be comfortable allowing these wargs to run free. Wargs tend to be dangerous creatures, full of malicious intent and ill will towards society. These puppies look cute now, but I shudder to think what might happen if they're raised as normal wargs with their mother. I think it's better for all of us um, if we just end this now.
You're suggesting we kill them?
I mean, it's either that or you take them with you. I'm certainly not going to be taking them with me. I do not want a pet.
Well, for now, I'll wait till Hal comes through so I can ask him what he wants. I don't really want to make this kind of decision without him.
I think metagame wise, that's going to be in 8 hours when
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
a long rest.
I
You
know.
might want to just dump a potion down my throat.
Oh yeah. Well, Alec, I'll keep an eye out on these puppies and Hal. We'll meet up. We'll catch up with you.
Fair
Don't
enough.
want to waste too much of your time.
Well, I think I'm going to actually take this opportunity to scout around the perimeter of the building. It looks like there are a fair number of openings all around
Oh.
us. So I am
Okay.
just going to circle the building.
I'll catch up with you as soon as Hal perks up from his nap.
Why don't you wait here instead? I get the feeling Hal over there is not going to be in a movable condition anytime soon.
Okay. That works for me.
And Alec walks outside and disappears from view.
Okay. Levis now remembering Hal actually does have health potions on him. Goes up, opens up one of Kagos's health potions that Hal was carrying, like away from his nose, and just pours it in Hal's mouth.
Oh man.
There you go. Ooh.
Yeah. Hal's going to cough and sputter a little bit as he's tasting a very strange mix of things, and it's it's kind of sweet, but slimy and disgusting. So he's having very mixed feelings about it. But then he remembers that there was a warg in his hand, a warg puppy in his hand, and he very frighteningly shoots up and checks his hand and notices that it's empty. And asks Levis, what happened?
Unfortunately, the father took the life of the puppy. Alec brought it outside. He's also searching the perimeter while you were here.
I see.
He also suggested that we think about what we want to do with the puppies, whether to kill them, to raise them as pets, or to give them back to the mom. He suggests not giving it back to the mom, though.
No, that'd be a bad idea. We're so close to town it would cause issues for them. And he says this very distractedly, and sort of half-heartedly.
I'm worried about the mother, though. Sophie's seen her around here. She'll find out that the father is dead. Eventually.
Yeah.
Do you want to take these as pets?
I mean, we can't leave them here.
Well, of course. As
Yeah.
much as I would love to take them as a pet, I don't know how Breach Hill will handle that. If only Sophie was here, she could tell us.
I'm not great with animals per se, but I've lived in the forest. I know my way around the woods. I think I could figure out how to raise them.
All right. Well, if you're fine with that, I'm also fine with it. We'll
not
just
good.
gotta figure out what to do if we find the mom, then.
There's not going to be any runts in this litter.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's go take care of the puppies while we wait for Alec to come back. He said he'll be back soon.
Yeah, Hal is going to just follow Levis back. Very he is very sort of out of it. Not in the same way where he was out of it from the spider venom. Where it was a high. He is out of it because he is very distracted thinking about something else.
Okay. Then I guess we just wait for Alec to come back while we're feeding the puppies and petting them, keeping them company.
Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idle chit chat.
So, okay. A good 15 minutes passes by, and Alex still hasn't come back.
That does not sound. He's taking a long time to come back. think we should try looking for him.
He just said he was searching the perimeter. Did he say which way he was going?
Just the entire perimeter. I don't think it should take more than 15 minutes, though.
Did he walk left or right when he exited?
You didn't really mention that when
I
you were
didn't.
describing him. Would I know?
No.
No.
No one was actively looking and paying attention to that. Everyone was a little distracted by the puppies.
As we should be.
Yes.
No. I don't recall seeing where he went to. We should look for him.
Yes, but if we go in the same direction that he went, we have the chance of missing him. If
My
he does come
suggestion:
back.
we split the split party.
I'm suggesting we don't go far.
Sure. I'm fine with that.
My guess is he would have kept around the perimeter of the north side, because that was the area he hadn't searched yet.
That sounds like a good idea. He said that there were a lot of openings in the fort wall. He might have gone through one. Alright.
So yeah,
How
let's
I
get going.
recommend drinking another health potion. Do you still have some of Kagos's special brew?
Yeah, I do. You know
can
what?
Use that. I'm going to
That's
use
It's
this
not-
instead.
it's not a bad idea. I'm just
Ooh,
down the hatch.
Nice works.
wait. I didn't refocus. Damn it! Damn it. Okay, I only gained 7 health instead. Heal. And I take 1 damage. Okay. Alright.
That's most of my health back, so.
Yeah. Alright, Hal, let's put the cover back on the puppies and place them back, and then let's head out.
Right.
So yeah, so I guess we lift all the puppies into their little makeshift basket thing, put the rag that you mentioned was covering them on top of them,
Mm-hmm.
then head out here,
Okay.
go left.
So as both of you step out into the outside of the castle, you are hit by a fresh breeze and the afternoon sun beats down on your heads. And that's where we'll end today's session. Join us next week as we find out if Alec has disappeared for good, if the puppies will still survive, if Sophie and Kagos come back to their party still alive. You know, so many open questions left to answer.